You know what? It's raining outside at the moment. I just thought you might like to know. Right then, hello there, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. My name is Paul. I'm also called Knick-Knack. I'm occasionally called PJ, although I haven't been called that for some time. But I'm also somebody who's the brains behind Knick-Knack's daily teaser. They're a daily brain teaser quiz. I also talk about movies I've seen, and I haven't seen one for a while. I wouldn't mind checking out the new version of Dune when that's released. But I also do a couple of other things. One thing I regret is not having a flat with, it's a ground floor flat, and it doesn't have a balcony, which is a shame because at the moment it's raining and it would be nice to just open the front door, stand out watching the rain down. What can I tell you? At any rate, I'm also somebody who, quite frankly, likes to watch TV shows and likes to tell people about them, or when I see one I think is worth telling you about. At the moment, and over the past few weeks, I've been watching the first, and unfortunately so far only, series of Lovecraft Country, and last night, on Tuesday the 19th, I managed to catch episode 7, called I Am, and I wanted to tell you about it. Episode 7, I Am, opens with the now familiar recap of the story so far, but then shifts to show us Hippolyta. I'm going to get that right one day. It shows us Hippolyta, Ingenue Ellis, who's the aunt of Tig, the series' main character, and she's in a hotel room working on an orrery, a mechanical solar system that she and her daughter Diana have found at the ruins of Ardham Lodge, the building that collapsed in episode 2. The pair have travelled there expecting to find out the truth about Hippolyta's husband George's death. Instead, they found themselves a mystery, a mysterious collapsed building on what looked like something that was incredibly posh. Why it's collapsed and what killed George, they still don't know. Back at the hotel, Hippolyta, I should say, it's pronounced Hippolyta rather than Hippolyte, as I would expect from the Wonder Woman movies I've seen. Hippolyta eventually manages to open the central sun of the orrery, only to find a key, directions to the Winthrop Observatory, and a set of figures that she needs to find, or she needs to feed in to the observatory's strange telescope, which is where Tig, Jonathan Majors, and Captain Lancaster find her, feeding figures in a frenzied rush. Just as Lancaster is about to shoot Tig and Hippolyta, she feeds in the last numbers and opens up a strange intergalactic portal that her and Tig are dragged through. We don't see what happens to Tig, but we see Hippolyta finding herself in an otherworldly cell, only to be guided to a meeting with the dancer Josephine Baker, to a Dahomey Amazon, and to George, her dead husband. She's guided there by a mysterious figure that calls herself Seraphina, or Beyond Sieste, who offers Hippolyta a place in Seraphina's society. Something Hippolyta is tempted by, but reluctant about. She's still got a daughter to look after back on Earth. Which is where we find Tig spat out of the portal, sat next to a couple of dead policemen, or dead-looking policemen, and back in a world where he's left holding his cousin's comic, and knowing very well that there's a mysteriously vanished Hippolyta and Diana. I'm possibly making a hash of that review, but I hope you followed it. Please leave me a comment, let me know. Now, what did I think of this episode? So far, it's got to be said, I have been enjoying Lovecraft Country so far. This is a very, very good series. With the possible exception of episode 5, I've seen every episode and found it to be a blinder of a thing to watch. And even in the case of episode 5, Strange Case, that is still a good episode. It's just it wasn't one I personally was taken with. It is still a bloody good episode. Now, I am, on the other hand, episode 7 is keeping up the very good work of the rest of the series. Not only are we getting some very revealing and well-written and well-acted character development, we get to find out exactly how academic Hippolyta actually is and how much she's sacrificed in marrying the man she loved and bringing up their child and doing his job, helping him with his business. We get to see quite a lot there. We're getting all of that, and we're getting a plot that's inching slowly forward, and we're getting a few more insights into the Lovecraft country's background world. It's powerful stuff. Powerful stuff with a touch of Afrofuturism to it, I should say, and a lot of brief history lessons. I knew about Josephine Baker, for example, the dancer and activist. I didn't know about the Dahomey Amazons, a small group of Dahomey tribe women who formed a full-on military regiment, to give you an example. So there's all sorts of stuff going on in there. Frankly, I Am is another powerful episode in the series. I've given it 4 stars on my 4-star rating system. And frankly, it's an episode that's leaving me looking forward to the last 3. I am going to be watching episode 8 on the 26th of October, next Tuesday. I'm going to be telling you about it on the 27th, next Wednesday, and I'd love it if you'd join me. I'll see you then, and I'll see you after we watch the next episode of Lovecraft Country. Have a good day, have a good night, and go watch the rain fall. Have a good week.